ye, ladies and gentlemen, gather around. I am Abigail, your town crier, in the town of Adair, Michigan. I am here to inform you about our April 1840 news summary. You must know the saying, when pigs fly. Well, we have been informed that in the town next over, it has been reported that a 6-year-old pink female potbelly pig named Wilda, with William Alpine's pig, has flown. Who needs reindeer when we have Wilda? She was born with a gene mutation. Her mom a pig and her dad a puffin. When she was born, she had small wings. They thought they were defective, but they grew with her. On April 3rd, 1840, the first pig flew. On another note, there was a 10-foot-tall watermelon rolling around the streets of Venice. The residents there call her Jane. She is now in a museum of large fruit, next to the 5-foot-tall cherries. If you want to go see her, you can go to the Museum of Large Fruit in Italy. Luckily, only one house and one fruit farm got crushed by Jane. When she ran to the fruit farm, she headed straight for the watermelon patch. They say she wanted to be with her normal-sized friends. The person who grew Jane is Welbean Franklin. Jane was grown in Mississippi, so she had a long venture to Venice. Also, everybody knows that the town of Adair, Michigan is built on a cloud, so we have to walk on a tightrope to nearby towns. Well, Franklin, a 98-year-old man, long-term resident here, was going to see his cousin John 2 towns away when he suddenly felt a small gust of wind. He felt a little bit wobbly but kept walking. He made it to the other side safely, but in the meantime, it got cold and extra windy. He had a great time with John. They practiced Bible verses for church, which was on the upcoming Sunday. When it was time to go, it was cold and windy, but he was determined to get home to his cat Harold. He was in the middle of the rope. The wind picked up and he fell. You may wonder how all these stories are connected. Well, Frank did not die that day. He was swept up by the flying pig Wilda, where she flew all the way to Venice. She heard of the majestic 10-foot-tall watermelon house trampling watermelon and wanted to see it with her own 2 eyes. Frank heard of Jane and was delighted by the idea of flying away to Venice. Seemed like a welcome change of scenery. Although he missed his cat Harold, he had not left Michigan in 53 years and was yearning for adventure. They visited Jane at the Museum of Large Fruit. Wilda and Frank were mesmerized as they wandered over to the 5-foot-tall cherries. Jane got jealous and rolled over to them to stop them from leaving. She headed straight towards them. It all happened within a split second. Wilda flew upwards, but Frank was crushed. The police came and arrested Jane as Wilda wept over Frank's corpse. Jane was sentenced to murder and was subject to public execution. Watermelon guts flew as the crowd and Wilda cheered, having avenged her friend. She grabbed a piece of watermelon flesh to bring home to William in Michigan. Upon her return, word traveled fast regarding Frank's grisly demise and Wilda's heroic revenge. We would now like to welcome Wilda and invite you to feast on Jane. Thank you.